Krishna. So we will say our prayers and we will start. Yeah. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Bhutale Srimate Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Navadharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadhi Pashyatya Deshatarine Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama.
Hare Hare.
Thank you all. I know we changed the timings, so it can be very challenging for many. So I thought whomever needs some reminders, we can send through our phone, our regular group. So if you don't see our regular people, just forward that message if they have not joined. Sorry, multitasking is getting too difficult for me. Krishna. We don't see our Amrita Nandini, right? Who is there always. Hare Krishna. Just a second, I'll just check with. She got the message.
I will text Anita Mataji.
Yes, Mataji, please. And who else needs some many reminders? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Mataji, Vasanta Ras Mataji. Then what is that? Shashikala Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. So I sent Vasantra Mataji, then who else? Sashikala Mataji. Yes, Jess.
Vasanta Ras Mataji, Shashikala Mataji. Who else? Neeru Mataji, Payal Mataji.
Maybe I should put in the lady Sangha, but I feel like it's Hare Krishna. What?
Actually, Mataji, just maybe 5 minutes, everybody will join. You don't, maybe, I don't know.
Okay.
I texted Lada Mataji. I texted Anita Mataji. Vasantara,
I'm already in the call.
Mataji is here. Shivani's name is here.
Okay, Haribol Sisi. Sorry.
Oh. It's okay, Mataji.
Who else?
Lada Mataji also here. Okay.
Anybody else? Did we forget? Vasantara Mataji, right?
Vasantara Mataji, Shashikala Mataji.
Vallabi Gopi Mataji.
Vallabi Gopi Mataji, yes.
Hare Krishna.
And Mataji, Payal Mataji.
Koi type karo. Sorry. My hands are going everywhere.
Yeah, Sasikala Mataji, I texted.
You texted? Okay.
Pallavi Gopi,
Vallabi Gopi, I did. Yeah, Vallabi Gopi.
Mataji, just put it on the group, no?
I just.
Prem Pallavi, I'll text Prem Pallavi.
Prem Pallavi, okay. Prem Pallavi. You are typing, texting, okay. I'll be quiet now. Yeah.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you so much.
Krishna. Okay, let me share.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Danvat Pranam.
Hari, Radhika Gopika is here with us. Hari.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you. We can't go forward without you.
Mataji, but I was also missing so much.
Mataji, I wonder why Naina Sundari is not coming nowadays.
She just texted me a day before saying that she's doing Bhakti Shastri, so she's busy with that. So she has some tests that she has to complete.
Yeah, that is tough. I remember.
Yeah. So yes, SriGaurangi Mataji, go ahead. Then if somebody else feels like texting anyone, please also text them and remind them, since it's a Monday. Yeah. 59. So far what happened is, Radhika Gopika Mataji, Krishna is now ready to go to the forest for grazing cows, and Mother Yashoda is going to pack lunch and all that, and we have to see what is that loving exchange that she's going to have with Krishna. And all this story, our Gopakumar, who is Sarupa, in his real Swarupa, he is Sarupa, he's sharing this story of what all he saw in that Golok Dham with Krishna.
Okay, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji.
Yes, SriGaurangi Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. She sat Krishna on a chair with his elder brother, and adorned their limbs with ornaments and medicinal herbs suitable for the forest.
Amartanandini Mataji, have you joined? Somehow she's not there. Gayatri Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Go ahead.
She engaged elderly Brahmana ladies and other ladies in offering blessings, and she made Krishna do all the prescribed rituals to prepare for his outing.
So she's getting everybody ready. Okay. Leela Madhvi Mataji, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Krishna took the lunch his mother gave him for noontime, stirred the cows from their rest and got them in front of him and set off, playing his flute.
Priya Madhvi Mataji.
Yeah. Just then, his companions came out in groups from the covered village and gathered around him. The boys were all fit to be his intimate friends. Commentary. Because the attention of the covered boys was never diverted to anything other than pleasing Krishna. The boys needed only to hear Krishna's flute to know that it was time to leave. It hardly mattered whether they had finished having breakfast or preparing themselves. If Krishna was going to the forest, they had to follow right behind. There were a great number of these companions of Krishna, and they naturally divided themselves into groups led by prominent boys. All the boys, however, were completely fit to be with the Supreme Lord in close friendship.
I am not qualified to speak about this, but I really loved the point that they naturally divided themselves into groups led by prominent boys. So how we all divide based on our own God-given talents, right? And in that somebody could take up that leadership position means it was so natural. So nobody was envious. That is what the point that's being brought out here. Everybody, even that small group had a prominent boy. So this is very naturally divided and lovingly the leader is reciprocating and the group is going well. This is great to know.
At one moment, he and the boys played their flutes, at another their buffalo horns, at still another some instruments fashioned from leaves. Thus he and the boys showed off by playing various kinds of music. Commentary. The boys made noise makers out of leaves and blades of dharb grass they picked up from the side of the path.
They showed off playing their music. Very sweet. Yes, Vasant. Sashikala Mataji.
Yes, Hare Krishna Mataji. As friends play in hand joyfully, play things in hand, joyfully sang, danced, and glorified him, Krishna stood with his brother. Among the various things the boys carried were balls, drums, fans, flags, seats, umbrellas, chamara fans, hand cymbals, wooden shoes, and food and drink. This was the paraphernalia for their games in the forest. The boys were very happy to be away from their homes and on the way to the forest where they could play however they liked.
I really love this natural feeling of we're happy to be away from their homes. Hare Krishna. Vasant Rasa Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Krishna's elder brother walked in front and I walked behind. And the girls, unable to tolerate being separated from Krishna, found excuses to follow and came out from the village helplessly pulled by ropes of love. Commentary. Here, Sarupa gives the gopis only a slight mention, referring to them simply as those girls, because anything he says about them might stir his memories of the special relations between the gopis and Krishna and disturb the mood he is trying to set. Even though his relationship with Krishna was in Saksharasa, if he were to remember the gopis' love for Krishna, he would be unable to control his ecstasy. The gopis could hardly justify walking out of the village in broad daylight and in front of everyone, but because they were helplessly attracted to Krishna, they were unable to tolerate his absence.
Oh, Hare Krishna. Vallavi Gopi, are you there? If not, Sirisha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Mother Yashoda saw Krishna perspiring from a mood of ecstasy and came to wipe his face and went with him as far as the outer gates of the village, her breasts wet with milk.
Hare Krishna. Gita Mataji, are you there?
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
At his request, she then turned back toward the house. But oh, after 2 or 3 steps, she craned her neck and anxiously went back to her son.
Can you all just visualize this? Like 2 steps she takes and then she can't feel that separation. Now again she's coming back. This is so sweet. Payal Mataji, are you there? If not, Richa Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Danvat Pranams. She made pan for him and put some in his mouth and some in his hand, and then again turned toward the house. But once again, she quickly came back to him. Commentary. Just like the first time, Yashoda again nervously turned around, craned her neck to see him, and came back to him.
Hare Krishna. Who is there next? Is Neeru Mataji there?
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Haribol. Yeah.
Right on the path, she fed him some fruits and some other sweet things and gave him something to drink. Then she again started going back to house and then again turned around.
Again turned around. Hare Krishna. Priyanka Mataji or by Prem Pallavi Mataji, is anyone there today? Or anyone who did not read would like to read?
I can read, Mataji.
Yes, please.
She gave him a thorough looking over and adjusted his clothes and the other things he had on, and then she once more turned back, but then again returned and plaintively gave him some instructions. Commentary. Yashoda spoke to Krishna anxiously because she knew he was naughty and would likely ignore her advice.
This is getting sweeter and sweeter. My dear child, don't go too far into the impenetrable woods and never enter deep into the forest where there are thorns.
After speaking this way at length, beseeching him to take care, she once again turned home and took a few steps, and yet again came back.
Amritanandini Mataji, have you joined? If not, then Gayatri Mataji. I don't know what happened to her today. Yes, Gayatri Mataji.
My dear boy Rama, she said, you stay in front of your younger brother, and you, Sridama, stay behind your friend Krishna with Sarupa.
You, Amshu, should stay on Krishna's right, and you, Subala, on his left. Straw between her teeth, she implored the boys with such requests. Then she looked intently at her son.
Again, she's looking at her son. Commentary. Yes, Mataji.
Balrama, the most competent of the boys, should walk in front of Krishna, though the others would spontaneously take up their proper places. She directed them anyway, just to make sure. The praise iti adhikam indicates other requests. The boys should not let Krishna go into thorny and dangerous places. They should provide him shade if the sun became too intense, and they should be sure he ate nicely at lunch. Coming to the end of her list of requests, Mother Yashoda looked intently at Krishna's face to evoke promises from Krishna and the other boys that they would do what she had asked.
This is so vivid. This is so beautiful.
And there's mentioned that she put straw between her teeth.
Mother sometimes we really beg, right, with our kids, please, please, let me try all, nothing works, and then we also beg. Yes, Mataji.
What does that mean, straw between her?
Like, so please, that going down and begging, literally begging. Like,
Okay, okay.
less than a straw in the street. My position is only that I can beg you. That is the
And one more thing also, if not to get offense to others also, that indicates right, Mata, is that right?
Yes, you're perfectly right.
Yeah, because she is telling so many people, right?
Yeah, yes. That she's not bossing or she's not ordering.
Yeah.
Requesting, please. I straw in the street. So humbly requesting, yes. Jai.
Okay, my turn, right, Mataji?
Yes.
In this way, Mother Yasoda, anxiously going back and forth again and again, showed more love than a cow who has just given birth to a calf. The commentary. This exchange between Yasoda and Krishna went on for some time, but Swarupa wanted to avoid prolonging his description.
So this went on for a long time, coming back and going forward. Jai.
Her son then bowed down to her, took hold of her feet, and embraced her, and with various rationales, and finally with words of insistence of his own, with great effort, he made her turn back. Krishna hoped that by showing this elaborate display of respect and affection, he could convince his mother of how seriously he took her words. He reminded her that she also had to eat breakfast and attend to various household chores. But when all his reasons failed to convince her, he finally simply insisted very strongly that she go back. All this he had to do several times before she finally relented.
So I don't know the time, how long the time was. Like this is happening over and over again every day, Krishna. That's how they say time doesn't work in the spiritual world. Krishna. Yes, Ashika.
Yes, Mataji. Crying, milk dripping from her breast, stood right there, motionless like a painted picture, and distantly watched from that high place near the forest.
Painted picture, Krishna. Vasantarasa Mataji.
But the lovely gopis kept following him. Their throats choked with weeping, they could no longer sing, nor see through their streams of tears. And their feet trembled. In their shyness and fear, they had nothing they could do or say. Drowning in a great ocean of sorrow, they had no way to hold back their feelings. Commentary. As expressed by the word tu, however, the mode of the gopis is even more exalted than that of Mother Yashoda. The gopis, the Lord's most beloved devotees, are endowed with all excellent qualities. And now the gopis were overwhelmed by various emotions, such as their natural shyness, which decorated their personalities most of the time, and their fear of what their elders must be thinking and what the consequences might be of having left the village without permission. In the village, moreover, the gopis could counteract the pain of separation from Krishna by embracing and kissing him. But now that he was leaving for the day, there was nothing they could do. They lacked the strength even to ask, how can we live like this? According to a well-known psychological principles, Nivedya Dukkham Sukhino Bhavanti. Unhappy people can regain their peace of mind by revealing the cause of their distress. But here the gopis couldn't even express themselves, so they remained drift in the vast ocean of their misery.
Hey, Krishna. Yes, Sirisha Mataji.
Krishna had stolen the hearts and eyes of these young girls. The girls had come so far from the cowherd village, and now with some endeavor he stopped them. And as they looked at him, he repeatedly tried to send them home.
Jai. Neeta Mataji.
He anxiously reassured them again and again through a trusted messenger and by his own gestures. He stretched his neck to glance at the girls with love, signaled with his eyebrows, and did what he could to make the girls shy and even afraid. In this way, he forced them to stop, and they stood in front of his mother, motionless, just like her. The boys were now approaching the dense forest, an unsafe place for young girls. So Krishna had to send them back. By sending a boy as his go between and by making his own gestures like knitting his eyebrows, shaking his head, and biting the tip of his tongue, he managed to convince them not to go any further. The gopis then joined Mother Yashoda on the same hill, where the gopis stood still like pictures and cried profusely just like her.
Oh, Krishna. Like he just wishes the best for everyone. Same with mother, he's reciprocating, and now with the gopis. Jai. Yes, Payal Mataji or Richa Mataji.
Nanda, the king of the cowherds, naturally loved Krishna ever so much, but upon seeing his wife's loving concern, he was enveloped by overwhelming affection.
Even the father is in that state, what to say? Yes, Neeru Mataji. Neeru Mataji? Yes.
Yes, Mataji. Though Nand Maharaj had gone with Krishna a great distance, and the elder cowherds with him, when Narada saw the great burden of love, all the people of Raja bore for his son, he was unable to turn back.
Hare Krishna. Radhika Gopika Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. Nanda was delighted to see many auspicious omens and see the animals and other creatures all very happy. Yet he was distraught at having to be parted from his son Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Anyone else who did not read?
Mataji, what does it mean when Nanda saw the great burden of love? All the people of Raja bore for us. He was unable to turn back. Turn back from where? I mean, he came back, right?
He was not unable to turn back, to come back home. He couldn't send Krishna alone into the deep dense forest. He didn't go along, right? So he's also feeling the pain that my boy is now going so deep to graze the cows, which is so dangerous. And he has to miss seeing him for that long till he comes back.
Oh, turn back to go back to that hill.
Oh,
Okay.
turn back to go home.
Home.
Go back home, yeah.
So, and Mataji, so is this happening like every day when Krishna is going to hurt the
every day? That's how we are saying their love. You see, this scene is happening every single day. This is one day of Krishna we are discussing. Yeah, that is how these Goloka people are. They are just drawn with Krishna's love. Krishna is their life and soul. Everyone, what people, the cows and calves and the ocean and whatever. Again and again, he embraced Krishna. Again, this is Nanda Baba. Again and again, he embraced Krishna and Krishna's elder brother, both separately and together. He smelled their heads and shed tears in the pain of great love for them. Are he's just going to graze the cows, they're not letting him go. Krishna.
Then Krishna bowed down to Nanda, reminded him of the many duties Nanda had to perform, and sent him home. Turned back, Nanda stood motionless, looking at Krishna and nothing else.
This is too intense, right? Father, mother, gopis, everyone, they're crying.
Krishna's two sons had gone so deep into the forest, He could no longer see them or hear any sound. He finally turned back toward the cowherd village.
Leela Madhuri Mataji.
He deputed some servants as messengers to bring news of what Krishna was doing. Then he consoled his wife and the gopis and took them back to their homes.
Because he's king, right? So he can send some servants to have a watch on Krishna to make sure he is safe. Yes.
The gopis, singing Krishna's pastime, entered the village where they began the day, absorbed in thoughts of his company.
Jai. So again and again, every time they were in separation, they are singing Krishna's pastimes. That's the Nam Sankirtan. Jai.
Even a person with unlimited power could not describe those dealings in further detail. But why would someone intelligent even try? It would only create abysmal distress.
So they're saying these pastimes are so intense, no intelligent person will even give it a try because it is giving so much pain to the heart of those whoever are trying to understand these pastimes. It is so intense. Yes, Sashikala Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. Krishna felt heavy at heart from sending the gopis back, but his friends quickly pulled him forward and made him enter the beautiful Vrindavana forest.
This says how Krishna is also missing them so dearly and deeply. Jai. Yes, Vasantara Mataji.
And as his companions pointed out the splendors of Vrindavana, and as he described them himself and supported his praise with logic, he was more or less freed of distress. Commentary. Text 192 and 193 describe how Krishna was able to tolerate the pain he felt from having to separate from the gopis, as indicated in the first of these verses by the word tu, but the pain Krishna felt was even greater than that of the gopis. The cowherd boys had a drag Krishna away by force because otherwise he and the gopis would never have stopped gazing at one another. The boys took him into the deep forest where the girls couldn't go. Of course, Krishna also sent home his parents and the others, but the gopis are especially mentioned here because their heartfelt pain was the greatest. And the word Iva indicates that despite entering the forest with his friends, Krishna was not completely relieved of his anxiety about the gopis.
Yeah, here I just wanted to mention if I am the mother or the father, I have a legal relationship with Krishna, then if I cry for my child, it makes sense. But somebody there from this street, they are missing my son and they're crying, means they can express openly their love for that kid also. And that is the situation of the gopis, like they don't have a formal relation with Krishna, and that is the intense it is, how intense it is. So that's how this Madhurya Rasa surpasses the Vatsalya Rasa. It's just too hard to understand because it's not in a legal terms that relationship is of this world.
His wanderings then with the cowherd boys and the state of ecstasy all creatures thereby achieved, the moving and the non-moving, one cannot conceive of this even by meditation in the heart. How then can the tongue describe this to anyone else?
Yeah. Krishna.
In the places around Govardhana Hill, he enjoyed tending the cows and making them drink water from the Yamuna. And as evening approached, the Lord of Vraja returned to his cowherd village and later played with Vraja's young girls.
Jai. Who was there? Richa Mataji.
Though the capital of the opulent king of the cowherds shines forth in the region called Nandishvara, the Vrajvasis, in the tune with Krishna's liking, always think more highly of his pleasure pastimes in the groves and other places in the forests. Commentary. For all its sweetness, Nanda Maharaj's town is more magnificent than Vaikuntha. Even so, the residents of Raj think mostly about Krishna playing among the trees and creepers of the forests, because that is where he enjoys the most.
Jai. Yes, Radhika.
I have to read
Sorry, Neeru,
Yes,
I'm
yes.
so sorry.
O Brahmana, the satisfaction and ecstasy one tastes from living in Golok Vrindavan are beyond describing. To what can they be compared? Commentary. According to the laws of spiritual nature, Sukha, satisfaction, is the cause of Ananda, bliss. In other words, Sukha can be said to be external aspect of spiritual happiness and Ananda the internal, and both are beyond the scope of material understanding.
Yes, now it's your turn, Radhika.
Because devotional service to the Supreme Lord is so wondrous, those who truly know say that the residents of Vaikuntha taste a happiness much greater than that of mere liberated souls.
The happiness of souls who reside in places like Ayodhya and Dwaraka is said to be even greater because of certain various special things.
But the happiness of the residents of Golok far exceeds any other. It transcends reason. So, how can it give room for words?
One last one. Yes, Gayatri Mataji.
Only those who live in Goloka and always perceive that happiness know its true nature, because the Lord has such friendly feelings toward them.
Yes, so we will stop here with our grazing pastime of Lord Shri Krishna. Any reflections anybody has?
I remember this feelings happened when Ritik went to the preschool very first. It happened only for just a few weeks. I was crying. I couldn't able to leave him alone in the school. That's all. After that, it's gone. Just go. When are you going? Only half day. Why it's not full day?
Some relation we could relate, yes.
Yeah, Mataji, it's so difficult to understand, right? How even like, of course, the aspect, if we keep the medical aspect apart, how Krishna was so big, still Mother Yashoda's breasts were always full because there was so much love. So she would feed, out of love. But even if we leave that aside, Mother Yashoda would wait every single day that if I also come, and if Krishna comes from this side and I go, what if he comes from the other side? There will be nobody who will feed him. Krishna is grown so big. Mataji, when I first heard it, I could not understand it. I was like, it's not even possible. Mataji, very, 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 I had such a hard time. And then finally I thought, because I'm trying to understand, that is why I will never be able to understand, because I don't have that mood. We are part and parcel of Krishna. So everything we have is minute, right? That quantity. Then that point struck me. Oh, if I feel a little bit of love towards my child, that love multiplied by God knows how many times is what Mother Yashoda had for Krishna. So I could not understand it, Mataji.
This is beyond Mataji. Like every day crying. Every day is going to grace. Nanda Baba crying. Everybody motionless, they are standing. What all can we imagine? This is not, that's all beyond words, beyond understanding. They are sold out for that love. That is the only word I can think. And that's that Goloka is so high. So high.
Yeah, it's beyond infinity level. Because when Krishna was in, that war place, after a long time, mother went. That time also her the milk was flowing. After my delivery, Mataji, 1 month the milk didn't came. That means what? There's no love for
No,
me
no,
to
don't
my
compare
kids.
that.
It's not like that, Mataji. It's not
1
like
month, Mataji, I didn't give milk at all. We gave powder milk.
Ours is physiological. Don't worry. Don't compare with.
Even after killing Kamsa, when he goes and meets Devaki also, at that time Krishna is 12 or
Yes.
Devaki will also have the same milk coming from her breast, and
Yes.
that time also the same explains, right? So
Yes. Yes. This is beyond our understanding. Yes.
yeah.
Their bodies are not like ours that has to have a start and an end with the birth of a baby.
Yeah.
Mataji, they are so sad on Krishna leaving. Just imagine how happy they must be when Krishna comes back.
They are. Yes, that happiness of receiving him. We saw, right? Like they were all running. First when Swarupa came,
Yeah.
they all were running to go welcome him actually.
Yeah.
Yes, and nobody was talking to Sarupa. He's like, who is this? Whose village is this? And nobody's answering because they're all mesmerizedly running to get Krishna that he's coming back from the grazing. Yeah.
Mataji, I have a question.
Yes, Richa Mataji.
Somehow I'm not able to make connection when the gopis and Krishna's pastimes are there. So
None of us are able to understand. So you don't have to worry that you did not understand. If there is something that's bothering you, tell us, then we'll see if we have any understanding to share.
yeah, Mataji. The thing is, ये अलग बात है कि मैं नहीं समझ पा रही हूँ. The understanding is, but something is like मैं थोड़ा hesitate कर रही हूँ बोलने में.
माताजी बोल दो सभी अपने. उसको लेके सो मत. बोल के खत्म करो.
Yeah, that's the point.
But English bol.
Mataji, the purity is not coming in my mind. So मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है मैं अपराध कर रही हूँ. But I'm not able to think the way it is.
Okay.
So
Yes.
अपराध की जो feeling है वो कैसे कम की जाए?
Okay, so simple as that. What I do is, if I look at my fingers, if each of this finger was a person, okay, each had a feeling, each had a brain, each had emotions, and still if this finger wants to stay in this place only, so that it can help me as a whole, that is what it is to be a gopi. Okay, Mataji. So this finger is not thinking, oh, I have a mind of my own, I'm independent, I can go eat that halwa myself and I'll be happy. That is what we all are doing. Okay, we are part and parcel of Krishna and we have an independence and we are acting independently. But gopis are also independent, but they have understood that they are part and parcel of Krishna, and staying in that position and serving the Lord is the completion of the life. They have understood it. That is what. So they belong, it's his body parts. Why should they feel shy? Because you're seeing externally as a skin, as male, female, that you're seeing it as a boy girl relationship. That's where the problem is coming. We all are Prakriti. He's the only Purusha. He's the only male. Everything else, everybody else, thing and else, person, everybody is female. We are Prakriti. So to be enjoyed by the Lord. So then you don't see that because they are in a form that you're seeing as a boy and a female and a girl, then all these doubts and apparats sprung up. It's my small understanding. Mataji's, please add.
And Mataji, easy way, like we are material, we are living in this material world, the Prakriti, and this is all like a big words. I don't understand. So what I understood was, in simple way, when our mental will think like this husband wife. If you're husband wife, that is good. So Krishna married all the gopis. So in one remember 1 year that Brahma took all the boys and the cows in the heaven. That one year, Krishna himself converted him into all the gopals in that village. Okay, so all the gopals are Krishna only. That time, that all the gopals married gopis, right? So that means Krishna married everybody.
So think like that way, so easily you can understand.
Thank you, Mataji. That helped.
Yeah, thank you, Priyamati Mataji. In our Krishna book, in that 1 year, they said this is the auspicious time for all the girls to get married. And they arranged for everybody to get married that year to all the Gopas. And that was all Krishna. And they did this month is called Katyayani Vrata, where all the gopis did Vrata. They went to the Devi Parvati and they begged that please give us Krishna as our husband. That was their prayer for this month. So they did it and they got the result. They were blessed to have Krishna as their husbands. So yeah, if you see that way or this way, it will eventually you'll see that they are right royally they are Krishna's wives.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Actually, past 2 days, I'm struggling with this. I'm making aparadh. I saw your video because I missed the class. And since then, I'm just in these thoughts. I'm making some aparadh because I'm not able to digest the point somewhere. So thank you.
Why
Thank
we
you.
have to go to Krishna Mataji? Even think about our grandfather or their father, they married 3-4 wives, right? We accepted, right? So like that, it's beyond our knowledge. Just accept it. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yes, SriGaurangi Mataji or anybody else wants to add?
Mataji, I would just say, Richa Mataji, in the beginning, it's hard to understand. So, just as all the Mataji said, if these points satisfy you, well and good. If they don't satisfy you, Mataji, just take them as it is and continue on with what makes you feel the connection in the scriptures. You don't have to delve deep into the Gopi Bhav and all of that part because, of course, Madhurya Ras is the highest. But when we are not able to understand it, we don't keep sitting and digging on it. That is what one god sister of mine told me, and I'm just sharing, Mataji, because there is so much more to it.
Yes, yes. It is a deep pastime where we understand Krishna is not doing, and first thing is to establish that Krishna is the supreme Lord and he will never be immoral. That aspect, if we are clear in our heart, then all our other things will fall in place. If we think we know what is the right and wrong, Krishna, who made the rules, does not know what is right and wrong. That's where the problem is coming. If we know that he is our boss and our boss knows the best, he will never ever do anything that's against any kind of moral principles. Then all our thinking has no meaning at all, because we are just trying to even understand the traffic rules. We have not got that straight in our head. So think of the karma rules that he has made, all the whole rules, the Lord of the universe. So then we put our aspect on the Virat Rupa. Every time you have doubts, think of the Virat Rupa, that supreme controller, supreme personality of Godhead. Means he is the supreme controller, supreme proprietor, and supreme enjoyer. Everything belongs to him. So focus your mind on the Virat Rupa. Then you will understand that Virat Rupa can never make any mistake. And then everything else will fall in place. And then move on. We don't have to, like how SriGaurangi Mataji said, we don't have to meditate on the pastimes that we are not able to understand. Yeah.
Because Mataji, eventually, after some time when you are ready, there will be some Mataji or some line in the scripture that will clear this point to you automatically.
Yes, because we all went through this, right?
Yes, that's exactly. We all went through this, Mataji.
Mataji, I just want to share my experience. Whatever you are experiencing and thinking, I was thinking the same way. But slowly, by association, by mercy of gurus, by reading scriptures, my all doubts, my all questions, my all judgments, everything is vanished now. So it takes time, Mataji. Just have patience and go forward.
Yes, yes. Yeah.
Thank you.
Chanting, reading, and hearing scriptures. Yes.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you.
So don't feel you have a problem. We all have it. I still have it. So You're part of the right group. I see PALLERN, so I'm not sure if we addressed you, Mataji. Forgive us.
Yes, no, Mataji, this is Neeta.
Neeta Mataji, okay. So
Sorry,
you are.
sorry, Mata.
Okay. I didn't want to miss anybody who has joined the group.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you.
Thank you all. Any other reflections, Radhika Gopika Mataji or anybody else?
Sorry, Mataji. One small incident want to share. With the beginning stage, when ISKCON beginning stage I joined, Yugakusha Prabhuji was talking about the Rasa dance. So I don't know about what is Rasa dance. So the slide, Prabhuji always put slides when he was giving classes. So he was talking about Rasa dance, and Lady Sundari was behind me in the temple. I was calling her, and then Prabhuji noticed, what are you asking? I was secretly asking what is Rasa dance means. So Prabhuji asked, what is that? Then she told, she was asking that. And then immediately the slide came. Like Krishna was lot of gopis, but Krishna is dancing with everybody. Like you know, so that picture strongly, the first appearance, right? So it went into me. So that means Krishna married everybody. So that is Krishna, their husbands, like that. So that's why I never had a doubt. The first thing, so it clicked me.
Like with each one, he was there. Yeah.
Residence, yes.
Yes. Jai. Sashikala Mataji, Gayatri Mataji, Sirisha Mataji, you all are so quiet, huh? Leela Madhvi Mataji, so many realizations you all have. We have to beg you with the straw in the teeth. Please share.
No, Mataji, it is so nice to hear from you all. Really, each and everything. Like, I was thinking about myself, and Mataji asked that question, like, what happened to me when, yeah, it's a very nice question, and it's just so nice to hear from you all these years, from so many years. I mean, I'm here, but there are points that are striking to me now when I'm hearing from you all. That's really nice. Thank you so much, Mataji, for all your association. That's what I wanted to say. And yes, Mataji, and my internet connection is not that great today, so it's hard for me to there are some things that I missed here and there, so yeah, I'm quietly listening, Mataji. But thank you all for your wonderful points, Matajis.
Thank you, Mataji. Leela Madhvi Mataji, with so many talents. I don't know. You're endowed with all blessings and you're so quiet. Hey, Krishna.
No, Mataji, I'm also learned same way, so that's why I'm thinking, but I didn't remember how. When I went to some classes, I learned few things, so it's like that only. So that's why I'm just like quiet. At least I'm learning more with all your devotees and all. I'm learning more now, so yeah. Thank you, Mataji.
Everybody is with a straw in the teeth.
Yeah, she's very humble, Mataji. Leela Madhvi Mataji, you cannot take anything from her mouth. So yesterday, garland decoration is full. Her in charge. So how amazingly she did, but nothing will come out.
No, Mataji. No, Mataji.
Okay.
It's like a teamwork. That's it, Mataji.
I was amazed when Sirisha Mataji said, I saw the Mataji making the cake, so I got the idea. I said, I also get a lot of idea, but nothing.
I actually know. Cake. I think I know that Mataji whose cake she has made. Mataji, she's a professional baker, and our Mataji has surpassed her.
Surpassed?
No, Mataji, I simply copied from that Mataji. Yes, Mataji, I got like that Mataji.
You didn't do on a paper, right? You
Devi Radha Mataji, right?
Yeah, yes, Mataji.
Devi Radha Mataji. That's why I posted on her wall. I'm waiting for your Vyas Puja cake offering. Where is it? Abhi tak she has not responded. Let's see. So Mataji, but she is professional. I mean, she's really professional, and you did, Mataji. There's no difference between hers and yours. It was amazing.
So Mataji, copy and paste. I try to do Mataji, but I don't get all those ideas. See how nicely she got that idea to relate that Guru Pranama to that diyas and that book and everything. When I saw that cake, I felt so inspired. I thought for one Vyasa Puja, I have to make that cake.
I need to make a call to her now to tell her. Mataji, we were remembering you.
Sirisha Mataji, I want to tell you a background story to your cake. Since I don't feel bad about telling this, I'll tell you. When we heard that you're making the cake, right? I was telling my Prabhu, should we give her some ideas? Should we tell her, because it's 70th year, it has to be something really, really nice. And should I send her some pictures or talk to her? My Prabhu said, please, she knows it. She will do it. Just calm down.
No, Mataji, even I asked like Vasanta Mataji to ask Mataji to send any ideas or like that, because I always ask, like, if anybody give that service, I look for suggestions, because on my own I don't get those ideas, Mataji. If they give some suggestion means, then it is easy for me to follow. Even garlands, I always ask Priyamadhavi Mataji to tell how the pattern, you first tell, then only I will do. Always I tell that only to Mataji.
But you just blew us, Mataji. I am thankful I kept my mouth quiet.
Sirisha Mataji, hereafter I'm not going to give you idea, because your idea is better than the garland. So the cake. So now onwards you have to do on your own. Amazing, really amazing.
Mataji, it was really very beautiful, with the how much
who got to
patience.
eat the cake now? I am worried about that part. Who all ate the cake?
I got some and
I got one piece, Mataji.
It's a good question.
One piece, and we shared the one piece in 4 of us.
I am jealous.
And Mataji, that one piece also fell on the floor. I picked that also.
Me too, Mataji. I'm 1 mile away. I didn't get any.
My Prabhu said for this at least.
Maybe if we go to temple, we
Farmington
may
Hills.
have.
For Sirisha Mataji's cakes. Krishna. So beautiful teamwork, Matajis. All of you came together and did amazing, amazing offering and beautiful decorations. So thank you, thank you. It just filled our hearts, filled our
slides were amazing.
Thank you, Mataji.
Everything was just so nice, Mataji. I mean, I was just thinking this one day in our life came. Thank you, Krishna.
Yes, Mataji. Yesterday is the first Vyas Puja. I think we spent lot of time listening to everybody's offerings and Maharaj.
Oh, Maharaj, from morning, right? From morning.
From morning.
And from Maharaj, starting with Maharaj.
About Maharaj pastimes and devotees offerings and everything. We spent most time. I felt like this is the first year I felt most time
connected.
About, Maharaj and all those things.
And how Yugal Kishore Prabhu went for more than an hour, the whole lecture.
Yeah, the class was amazing too.
He couldn't stop.
But he gave the same class before. A Saturday morning conference he gave, but again he did it.
Yeah.
Please forgive us, Sangeeta Mataji. Yesterday we celebrated Maharaj Vyasa Puja. That's what we are talking.
She left.
Oh, she left. Okay.
Yeah, that's, Sorry, yes.
Mataji, like we missed the Yogagesha Prabhuji's class because we were driving and like I was not feeling well.
I could see how you all made. I don't know. You came to the temple and drove back.
Somehow, yeah, Krishna's mercy. Actually, Farmington Hill devotees just pulled us when we see everyone is so nice working there, doing services, and we felt like, at least we can go and take darshan, at least participate if we are not doing any service. So, yeah, thank you to all the Farmington Hill devotees. But I missed the lecture, Mataji. I couldn't hear, and after that, devotees told me that it was so intimate. So I really wanted to hear that if it is available anywhere.
That is the serious question because nobody recorded it. It was not done from our temple. It was from another God family of ours from Baltimore. They had organized it. So they also had in the chat, please record, please record. I think maybe Prabhu didn't want it because it was something to do with intimate. And we have recordings of all this of Maharaj personally saying like how we heard this from Maharaj directly when we were young. So we have Maharaj personally saying in his own words how those difficulties he went through. So if you want, that is there on ISKCON Desire Tree. You can hear. It's like 5 days he gave lecture on his time in New Vrindavan.
Okay. Mataji, can you send me the link of that?
Yeah, I have to search, but yeah, if I find it, I'll show you.
Thank you, Mataji.
Yeah. But some things that Yugal Kishore Prabhu said was what his interactions with Maharaj, what he saw personally. Yeah. Those special brahmacharis, for them, he's the mother and father, even though he's for us also, but very intimately for them.
Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Sorry.
Mataji, can oh no, it's already late. Okay.
You want to say something? Say, we can't go like that. You started something.
Mataji, I was just thinking if we all watched Maharaj's class, right? If we can just quickly in 30 seconds share our own takeaway points from the morning class from Maharaj, that will be nice. We can all recap the class. I mean, just the takeaway points if we are all God sisters only on the call.
Yeah, this is what I said in my offering. Jivera Swarupa Hoy, Krishnera Nityadas, he said again and again, and I'm trying to understand that. So that's my takeaway point, that I belong to Krishna and I am his servant. I have to remind myself.
Anybody else, Mataji, anybody else wants to share something?
You go ahead, Sisi.
Okay. So, Mataji, for me, I just loved the class, that how at every point Maharaj would bring Prabhupada's teachings in place and what Prabhupada said. And for me, the takeaway point was Prabhupada always mentioned we can have million qualities in us, but we are like those million zeros until and unless we have one Krishna in front of us. That million zeros may add up to only zero. But only when that one is there, it carries any value. Then it becomes a million. And Maharaj continued on that point. Just by becoming a devotee does not mean that you have acquired that one. With the intent you serve, that makes you get that one. So for me, that was very deep, Mataji.
Yes. Thank you, Mataji. Anybody else remembers?
No, Sisi.
Recording is
I
there.
didn't listen. Yeah, I didn't listen properly because I was busy with something.
Sure. Yeah. Many nice points that he was remembering Srila Prabhupada, that there were very few moments, and he said even if it's just one moment with your spiritual master, if you can remember, that's purifying for the entire life. And he was remembering Srila Prabhupada sitting on the banks of Yamuna and they were pouring water to him. He said, it's very cold, I can't come in, you all go and have a bath. And this is at Brahmand Ghat, and we were actually there when Maharaj told us also to go, and he showed where Prabhupada sat and he showed how he got the water and they all poured at Prabhupada's feet. And then Prabhupada said, okay, I'll also come in. He also came in, and then they were having splashing water. And
yeah, and Maharaj said initially I was shy. I didn't want to go.
He stayed in the back. Yes. He didn't want to come in the inner circles of.
Yeah. So many nice points Maharaj mentioned. Of course, humility.
What you all say, Mataji? How many other times I hear, my mind is like, but I want to see you, Maharaj. But I want to see you, Maharaj. I want to come, Maharaj, where you are. You are just here in Chicago, Maharaj.
Yeah.
I was like,
5 hours away.
Just right next door type. And this corona has stopped us from meeting him.
Yeah.
Still he came for all of us. Yeah. He united all over the world.
And in the end, what did he say? I'm grateful to each one of you. And if there is anything that I can do to serve you, he ended with that. And me and my Prabhu were talking, and he said, I'll share the point that my Prabhu liked the most. He said, Maharaj said that he considers it his greatest fortune to get the chance to serve.
Wow.
Not to serve, the chance to serve.
Chance to serve.
It was like, Bapre.
Best gift he has is the chance to serve.
Right, Mataji, that point only.
We'll end here 1 hour. So I'll let you go do some housework. Vaishnaveभ्यो namo namaha. Ananta Koti Vaishnavi Vrinda ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Guru